another wonderful WrestleRoni for me and for you. We're about to get hardcore extreme. We're about to bleed all over each other because Austin's here to talk about some negative outlook. Austin in the house. What are you doing, Austin? Zuchowski?
Pretty close, Zuchowski. Pretty close.
I see it all the time. I've never tried to, verbalize it like I'm a podcast host or something. Like that's half my job. I could have asked, but I've always called you Boston Austin, so.
Right. Yeah, I've never thought about that, but yeah, you've never said my last name, ever.
I'm an asshole, I'm sorry.
What are you gonna do?
But I'll give you this, I'll give you props. When negative outlook's in the house and the shit's going down, Austin will say, "Get the fuck back! Get the fuck back! Who are you fucking with? I'm Austin Zuchowski!"
Yep, that's right. That's my job there.
Dude, nobody fucking does it better. If anybody was put on earth to do anything, it's you telling those people to watch the fuck out, and you know what? You keep them safe, so kudos, sir.
Thank you.
What's the wildest situation you've had to handle at negative outlook? That you can talk about?
I mean, nothing really. I mean, the only thing is people just want to touch wrestlers, touch the performers. That's the only thing, and I got to be like, hey, don't touch people. That's the only incidents that we've had. I forgot. There was one girl who, it was one of the shows when we had a bunch of records. And
okay.
Records used, and I think Marcus Twist's match.
Mm-hmm. First
he
show.
Would know. Yes. And this group of girls took a record and hit another girl with it, and I was like, "What are you doing?"
No, you don't do that.
I had to be dealt with. Yeah, they wanted to be a part of the show.
Surprise. And I mean, it's close quarters. So when you say don't touch the wrestlers, well, unfortunately, the wrestlers might touch you. So watch the fuck out. I mean, they're uptight, man.
Yeah,
not the wrestlers are uptight. They're uptight in the mix. Nobody's uptight, especially in Morgantown.
Yeah, but when everything is going on and tensions are high, you gotta make sure you stay back. Don't touch yourself. So that
I mean, it's hard, dude. It's hard not to do.
Hard not to do when all negative outlook rolls into town.
You got rock music. You got burlesque dancers. You got sexy men beating the shit blood out of each other's face.
That's right.
Everybody's going home and fucking.
That's right, and that's all Saturday, 26th at 123 Pleasant Street.
2 years of this craziness.
2 years.
And may I say, in my estimation, the biggest main event in Morgantown history. I'll throw it out there. In Morgantown's history of histories, even though From will be the first to say, we're not wrestling. We're a whole different thing. And I'll agree there too. But they're bringing in J.J. Allen to fight the king of fucking Morgantown, Marcus Twist.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm very excited for that. I first started seeing things about JJ whenever I was scrolling through Instagram, and I would just see a jacked monster wearing a white ski mask just doing the craziest shit. And I'm sure anyone watching this has seen him in an Instagram reel. Mm-hmm. Even if they haven't realized it, they've just scrolled past it. A jacked dude, a white mask doing crazy shit, probably JJ.
Yeah. And here's
crazy shit in Morgantown.
Both of them are maniacs. So not only is the match going to be crazy insane, the loser gets tattooed. Now think of these two maniacs. If me or you lost a match, which we probably would, we'd get a tattoo on our arm if we had to. These two maniacs, they might be tatting up their face and penis, asshole, whatever.
Who knows? Yeah, I no idea how that's going to go. Their throat,
Somebody's getting tattooed, man.
Someone is. Yeah, that slipped my mind. That's the biggest thing, yeah.
I'm on my shit, Austin.
Yeah, someone's getting branded.
Getting the old negative outlook branded. That sells the show itself. Cheap tickets. You got live bands, burlesque matches, at least 3 kick-ass matches. Hell of a stacked card. Let's take a look at it. And I know we got somebody going to join us here in a moment. Shit, Brandon St. James going to be in the house. MV Young, High Pitch Will going to be there, of course. Total fucking chaos. Mikey Montgomery. Dude. Who you looking forward to seeing, Boston, Austin?
Oh, I mean, as always, Marcus Twist, and maybe DD Vice will be there to back him up. As always, that can be expected. I'm always excited to see them.
I bet my
But
dick on it.
not to sound like a traitor to Morgantown, I am a Morgantown native, but I am always a fan of Total Chaos, seeing them come into town as much problems as they cause for us.
I love it.
But sometimes problems are good,
Yeah.
gives you shit to do.
Yeah. They don't come up here like shooting people. They just cause a ruckus. So, oh well. Worse things are happening. So, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. I think we do have a guest that's going to join us. I'm going to check the green room, Boston, Austin. We might have a very special guest for this episode. Of course, if you're talking negative outlook, you're talking, yep, you got to be talking about the main man, Marcus Twist.
yes.
Yes,
We just putting you over. Not enough. You're a busy man. You're joining us late because you're running your ass off, getting all the supplies and putting everything together for Saturday. Just take me through your week so far. What do you got to do? What have you done? What's going on?
oh God. Yeah, we were talking about that before before I jumped on here. I had to drop off. I got a new mask commit. I dropped off real weaponry to make this mask for the weekend. I got like the little household chores like here and there. I have to go pick up like doors and things of that nature, stuff for the show Saturday, which I'm sure you guys already talked about. But we need weapons. We need like a bunch of random assortments. I'm trying to figure out if I'm building a structure or not for the event. Friday, me and DD Vice make a debut at Rise Wrestling over at Fayette County Fair this
Oh, yeah.
Friday. So the
Very cool.
we'll be debuting at the Fayette County Fair for Rise. I'm trying to get that sorted. I got T-shirts ordered. I have an order for new gloves and an outfit that I'm probably gonna have to paint up. I'm gonna have to throw like my own twist on it probably by Saturday. So I'm not wearing my good pants, my good wrestling pants for Saturday. Um, I got power tools I have to charge
Well,
on top of everything else. I got a couple power tools we're bringing for Saturday, so that's interesting. Um, God, man, like I have a list. I know the list is like crazy, crazy long too. I think I only have like 3 things checked off on it.
and here's the
But
thing, Twist. Once you go through all that madness, and then you got show day, and you're going to have all that madness on show day, and you're going to take care of all that, you know what awaits you at the end of the fucking night? JJ fucking Allen, JJ fucking Escobar, a big tough son of a gun has answered your challenge. 2 years of negative outlook. Oh man, what? I mean, do you even have time to prepare for this dude while you're doing everything else?
dude, like, so I guess I'd have to give the rundown, right? So, we shot out the open challenge last negative outlook for the 2 year anniversary. Wanted somebody big and bad to answer, and it's what I got. Uh, since that's happened, we made our debut working for him at POR down in Timberville, Virginia, and I knew pretty much from the rip because I got to watch him and Little Sicko that day that I had to be on 24/7, 365 if I was going to be ready for this one. So there is no. I am prepared. I was prepared from pretty much the moment I seen him at Skullfest years ago in Pittsburgh whenever he went up against Lindsey Snow. I knew that I wanted to wrestle him eventually. And then he hired me and I went and worked for him and I was like, it's got to be on your fucking A game. You got to bring a whole bunch of crazy shit with you. That's why we're charging up the power tools this week.
Fair enough.
So yeah, we're gonna have our war face going. We're gonna have our power tools going. Uh, I think I'm gonna be making a statement just as much as he's made one over accepting this challenge. So I'll be there to meet it. I asked for it. We plan on delivering, I'm sure.
Hey man, It's a hell of a main event to celebrate 2 years. You guys have been there every show for the past 2 years. I'll start with you, Austin. Tell me about the evolution you've seen. Tell me about the changes, good, bad, and ugly. What have you seen along the way?
I mean, I was just thinking earlier when I was looking over the poster again, and I 2 years is crazy. Like it feels like we've only been doing it a few months. Like, but and I think that's saying a good thing. You know, time flies when you're having fun, but we're also doing good. We're also you know, I never saw us lose much steam. You know, there was the usual setbacks that a business has, but no, I think that we've just been progressing straight.
Twist, you tell me the progress you've seen along the way, and also tell me how it differentiates itself from your average indie wrestling company. Besides the
Dude,
burlesque and all that, we all know that. But you know, the locker room, the vibe. I'm sure you can tell better than anybody.
it's been, and so I mean, I'm not trying to like rip off Jacob Fatu at all, but I mean, it has been all gas, no brakes for 2 years. Um, it's developed from being like just I didn't know if it was going to be a one-off or what. That very first show with having me and Dee Dee going up against each other for the main, like I would have never imagined. I think personally, like off the top of my head, Negative Outlook has become the biggest no ring draw on the East Coast. I think that it's become something totally different. It's its own animal. It's so far away from things that are like it at this
I would
point.
say that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And like I want to get the word out there more. I want people to like understand and be able to like see it and recognize it because I think we all do. Um, there's so much like love that's gone into it and hard work and I mean like everybody from just the people that work at 1 2 3 all the way to like the main event guys, all the people be like in the back, like take care of all of this like it's a newborn baby. And we've watched it develop. Um, always get the big draws. Always have like the best shows. I think the wrestling has gotten exponentially better progressively throughout like the past 2 years. I think the burlesque girls have stepped their game up. They might as well be called like if it wasn't Hexia Entertainment, they are the Negative Outlook girls. Every band that we've brought in has been top notch. Uh, the whole experience overall, the only thing that I can really compare it to is New Fear City.
Mm-hmm.
And even with them, um, I know through like the grapevine and talking to some of the other guys that work in the office that even Casanova Valentine, owner of New Fear City, has taken notice and wants to bring this big crazy no ring world title that he's holding right now. He eventually wants to come to Negative Outlook.
Okay.
So I mean, like, there are things planned like far beyond this 2 year anniversary show, and it's all happened just from putting the love and the effort into it. I think that we do more for our product than any other indie product has been doing, as far as like live show and performance and things of that nature.
Gotcha.
Um, we just got to throw some of these bigger names into this hat and get the word spread out. But I mean, like progressing for 2 years, I think we're right where we need to be, and I think that we could like actually physically reflect being the biggest no ring like show that there is within the next 2 years.
Okay.
Mhm.
And I'll say part of that success, a huge part, is Morgantown. The people there, the college, the city, the whole thing. Love Morgantown. But another thing, from isn't just bringing in guys right up the road. You have your high pitched wills coming in, or the guys from outside the area. He's putting new names out there, and I really think that adds some variety to the product.
Yes, I think we have the hottest talent coming in and out from New York, from New Jersey, from obviously Virginia, because we've had a couple guys come in from POR now at this point. Um, there, like I said, there's discussion of bigger names and crazier things to come. There's been talks of title tournaments and all day events in the future. And I don't know if you guys watched Mr. Will Carroll's little promo that he's got, but there's a good chance to see Chuck Stein in the future.
Hell yeah.
So,
I
I
saw
mean,
that.
that's another big grab, another big name. Plenty of guys interested in coming to little old Morgantown, West Virginia, to 123 Pleasant Street, and showing us what they're about, so we can show them what we're about.
No
It's
doubt.
exciting,
Uh-huh.
very exciting.
You mentioned Will. I also think Roman 5-0. Those are a couple guys. When I see them there, I'm just happy they're there. I'm happy to see them. Austin, who's a guy that pops up there you don't usually see? When you see him, you're like, I'm glad to see this dude. You don't like nobody?
Well, I'm so used to seeing everybody then.
Yeah, fair enough. Who's your favorite besides Twist and Dee? You can't put them over.
Well, he's right here. I can't put him over.
No, we do enough of that. We kiss his ass enough on this show.
I wasn't even here for most of it.
You were, believe it or not. There was a lot of bullshit, and then we started recording.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You know how we do.
That is true.
Well, fair enough. I don't know, Austin. I don't know what I'm expecting of you.
I don't know.
I did put him over as a hell of a security guy. He keeps things, and also still, to this day, the safest driver I've been in a car with. So, kudos to Austin.
Austin is the people's court of 123 Pleasant Street. That's for sure. The judge, the jury, the executioner.
He is loved and respected, man. I tell you, if I was loved and respected that much in my own house, I'd be happy.
I wish we had 10 more Austins and Garrisons, because it's those guys are such a big help, and they keep the ball fucking rolling, man.
Mm-hmm.
Without them, like I said, like from the guys in the back to the people that own the venue to the people that work the bar to work the door to do the lighting and the sound, and every single person is responsible for how successful it is. Like every single person. We have so many people that volunteer their time too, just to come in, just to see what's going on and help out. It's kick ass, man. Negative Outlook is a well-oiled machine.
Yeah.
110%.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I see what goes on before a show. Just prepping the weapons and stuff. That takes a team. Like, people don't realize what all goes into this stuff, man. So, we've given them a nice look behind the scenes. Who's going to steal the show? If Marcus Twist, I figure you guys are going to steal the show, but who's going to give you a run for your money? How about that?
I mean, either of the other matches. Because, I mean, what we have, Mikey Montgomery's going up against some guy named John. We watched on the YouTube page, some guy named John bleeds insanely in his device. That's the most blood I think I've ever seen from one gusset plate. That guy's blood has to be as thin as water. I could see that being match of the night easy. MV Young going up against BSJ, Brandon St. James, doing a run back from that was the very first Negative Outlook show.
And they beat the shit out of each other in that match.
And we're running it back. From has said that was one of his favorite matches that has ever happened at Negative Outlook. So I was like, well, we got to run it back. Got to run it back for the 2-year anniversary. Because I mean, how good was it the first time? You know what I mean?
And MV just had that. He just had that banger with Cody Gray at the last one too. He's on a hell of a roll.
Oh yeah, that's MV Young's been rolling for 2 years, man. Mm-hmm. 2 years undefeated, crushing everybody that comes in his way. He asked me about the open challenge the last show before I even made it out of the building, and I was like, nah, give other people a chance to answer.
Yeah, come on, man.
Let you have all the fun around here, pal.
Stay in your lane. Never heard that before.
He's been issuing opening challenges for 2 years and has been beating the shit out of everybody for 2 years. This is the first open challenge I've ever thrown out there. I'm not going to have the king of open challenges and the king of Pittsburgh be the first one to answer.
No. I mean, you threw the challenge out there expecting whatever, come whatever may. So what goes through your head when you find out it's J.J. Allen?
Well, a number of things. I think the first one was, does this mean I'm going to get fired at POR whenever I kick his ass? That was the first thing I was thinking. Was like, damn, I'm about to not have a job in Virginia anymore.
Yeah.
But I expected like practically any and everybody to answer, because I mean, like, look at it like this: Roman 5-0 is X Branch champion, or was at the time, but of the last show. Wrestled him, beat him. Kamikaze was the Horror Slam champion, or I believe it was the Horror Slam champion or POR's champion at the time that I wrestled him, and that was one of his last matches was against me. Now I do believe he's coming out of retirement, and I mean, like, whenever I found out it was JJ, I was like, there's a lot of other people that I expected, because there's a lot of guys that I've been talking shit to for 2+ years. Especially the guys in total fucking chaos. Because I mean, like, I've said shit to that Kyle. I've said shit to Chuck Stein. Um, I've crossed paths with Mickey Knuckles more than once. Uh, it really, it could have been anybody. And with Casanova Valentine paying attention to the product and mentioning that he wanted to come in, and him, like, kind of traveling around and doing stuff, could have been him. Could have been any one of the H2O guys, the former H2O guys. I expected maybe Stretch or Anthrax could have answered that. Jimmy Controversy has mentioned more than once that he wanted to come up, or any of the other POR guys. It just so happened that JJ was the first to jump on it. Like, once people found out about it, he's the first guy that was like, "Yeah, I want this," and no one else is getting it. So
Yeah.
that's what we rolled with, man.
Fair enough. Fair enough, man. And think about all the pretenders to the throne that have popped up. I'll throw EIW out there. EIW popped up after Negative Outlook. You had a few that said they were going to run shows, never did run. LAW did a few shows. That Mickey Knuckles got me to thinking. Brought in a couple names. Looked to be doing okay-ish. But it's still just, it's Negative Outlook as far as the hardcore crazy scene goes, man. They have tried, and here we are.
There are many pretenders. I'll say that. I won't even, like, it's not even pretend. It's that you can try to follow the blueprint that we put together. You can try to do it the same way that we've done it, but it's the venue, it's the town, it's the fans, it's the crew, it's the guys that come in to wrestle, it's everybody. And I don't think you can try to copy it. Anybody could try to copy it and even do it like exact, down to like having the girls, having the bands, having bigger names. But I don't think Negative Outlook can get replicated. There are many, many, many people that have tried, but I mean, like, we've found the formula, we have the science down. There's no one doing it better than we do. And I'll stand by that and scream it from the rooftops and get in anyone's face about it and take anybody toe to toe at Negative Outlook for it. That's just how it is.
What was you saying, Austin?
I was saying that the culture is different at both Native Outlook at 123 Pleasant Street in Morgantown. It's just built differently, I guess.
Mm-hmm. And I mean, even these guys that do come from miles away, they're still talking about 123 Pleasant Street in Morgantown and how cool it was. So that counts for something in my book.
It's solidified. I think me and Dee Dee, especially whenever we go other places, especially like the more hardcore deathmatch vibe like type of shows. It's had companies from Canada reach out to us. It's had companies from all up and down the East Coast reach out to us. Whenever, like, we went to POR, we saw a lot of like familiar faces, but there was like a high demand for respect for us, and I think that, like, we owe a lot of all of that to Negative Outlook. Because I mean, like, working at 123 Pleasant Street for Chris, and working with Toddy, and working with the rest of the people that we have there, it's like a badge of honor you wear somewhere else. So anytime that we ever go anywhere else, they're like, "Oh, they do that crazy no ring shit down in Morgantown. That fucking shit's insane." I have so many people still to this day, they bring up the drill they I've had other people reach out to me saying that White Trash Forever wants us to come up and wrestle them because like they want to get their get back so bad from the last time. You know what I mean? There are people that wrestle us that want to wrestle us all over the planet because of the way that we did it down in Negative Outlook. It's a humongous deal, and I wear it with a badge of honor.
Well, what about you, Boston Austin? You've worked some pro matches. You've went through the training, and you've been there every show, watching these guys beat the hell out of each other. If they come to you and say, Austin, we need a match, or do you want a match? Where are you at with things right now?
I mean, I've definitely heavily considered it. I would definitely like to, but I have to knock the ring rust off for that. Because I did train for quite a while. I did wrestle a few matches, but it's been a while.
It's been a
It's
minute.
probably now, so I gotta figure out what I'm doing first before I, especially bump on that fucking floor. Because let me tell you, 123 Pleasant Street's floors are unforgiving,
Mm-mm.
and I'm gonna go from not falling straight on my back for 2 to 3 years to getting fucking slammed on my forehead.
Yeah, man. Whole different beast.
But if I get warning, definitely. But if I get dragged into one, I'll try my best. You know what I mean?
Right. Well, are you still keeping an eye on the indies? Do you, besides the folks you know in the game, or are you watching any independent wrestling from the area?
Um, a little bit, a little bit. I try to stay updated enough to where if I ever do get heavily back involved into it, it's not completely lost on me. But
Gotcha.
not enough, not enough. I've seen what I've seen what RSW's been doing. I saw VCW announced a show coming up. Uh,
Yeah. Speaking of
always things
hard,
in Pittsburgh
yeah, I was
up
going to
at 80.
880's killing it. Yeah, and speaking of crazy hardcore shit, Beastman Jamie Jameson no rope barbed wire. Oh,
Mhm.
that's exciting. You ready for that twist? You want to do a run in?
Uh, I mean, could I? Yeah. Will I? Probably not. We got an easy night ahead of us for that one. So I've been told. So I
Okay.
mean, like, and the whole worst generation is going to be there. If it wouldn't really be fair to run five of us in to beat up two guys, especially with the barbed wire and stuff. That's kind of like our calling card. I don't know if I'd want to do the run in on
Kind of
Beast
taunting
Man.
you.
And well, he's the guy that's signing the checks. So I mean, like, it's been a long time since Beast Man's had to sign a check for me. I don't think I want to ruin it.
Yeah, you want to. Fair enough. Fair enough.
Yeah. Maybe once I get paid, and then maybe if it's not enough, maybe the following show we'll try to figure something.
Okay. All right. All right. I got one for you. Cause you're a big part of Negative Outlook and how things come about. A year from now, 3 year anniversary. In a perfect world, how do you celebrate 3 years of Negative Outlook?
A tournament for a no ring title.
Okay.
Yep, that's the way that I would want to celebrate it. I want it to be an all day thing. I'd want it to be eight guys walk in, one guy walks out at the end as a champion. I'd want a couple bands. I'd want some burlesque in there. I'd want guys doing tattoos. I'd want our sponsors like there to do tattoos. Our sponsors there giving haircuts, like just everything all at once. Like this humongous like one stop shop for chaos and everything negative, like negative outlooks about, and everything uh like I'd want like a food truck or maybe like some food to be provided too. I know that like we got some local spots that like I'd want it to be like a circus, like a fair almost, like, but it's a fair for people like us.
There you go.
You know what I mean? Like I'd want it to be like minus like putting a roller coaster in the middle of Pleasant Street. Like I'd want it to be exactly like that.
Hell yeah.
That's
After
that's that's way more than doable. Like that's possible.
Yeah, like I want vendors, I want crazy shit, I want like 1, 2, 3 to thrive and be open all fucking day.
Mhm.
I blood and guts literally from 1 o'clock in the afternoon till 1 o'clock in the morning. That's what I want.
Sir,
Those
I've
3 years.
seen what happens when you got a bunch of guys at in Morgantown all day long, and all you got to do is drink. I just want to throw that out there.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
But you have to be very disciplined.
you're gonna lose most of the locker room, all but like two.
They lack discipline. That's exactly what it is. Because Marcus Twisted drank literally for all day long, more than once.
Hmm.
But I mean, there are certain guys who just can't handle it, and
I,
I know what you're talking about.
I was so
And
drunk then, I'm out of focus now just talking about it. Isn't that crazy? There I am.
well, so, I mean, I what that tournament for Fuzz Fest is what you're talking about,
Uh huh.
and I think I fell. What I Theo Strong, who went on to win the entire thing, beat me in round one. And then I was just like, well, time to go drink and hang out. Like, but not everybody's like Marcus Twist. You can't just go and drink and hang out sometimes. And if you're that kind of person, obviously, probably not a good idea. But
Mm-mm.
I could see negative outlook. Like I said, it's built different, man. It's got a different demographic. It's all set up totally different. I could see guys getting in there and keeping it professional. And, once they're eliminated from the tournament, everyone ends up at the bar. Everyone's supporting everybody. It's one big party all day long. That's what I see.
I like it.
That's what I would say.
Okay. Okay. Let's say the unthinkable happens. 2 years of negative outlook. You're the main man. Everybody loves you. But you're going up against J.J. Allen, and goddamn, that's a test. Let's say hypothetically he beats you. Where do you get the tattoo? What's going to happen with the tattoo?
Well, I mean, we all have to, look into the future for things of that nature. What I was figuring was I would probably do a blast over, like somewhere on my left arm, like where all my random punk rock crazy shit is.
Okay.
That was what I was thinking because, like, initially I was like, well, I mean, like, what about my head or my neck or something along those lines, and I was like, maybe we like because you're at that point, even though like it's for negative outlook, that would be a reminder that I lost every day if it was on the side of my head or my neck.
Yeah.
So I mean, I think I'd feel better about looking down at my arm than wearing it on the side of my face or something. So I mean, like we'd probably do somewhere like forearm, my left forearm. I was thinking.
Okay.
That's mean, but I don't plan on losing. And I mean, like I'm sure JJ doesn't plan on it either. But if he ends up having to lose, I'm sure he's got a spot picked out too, and it's not going to be his head, his neck, his face, anywhere like that. So
And for the folks counting you out, saying, "Oh, this is J.J. Allen," go look at Negative Outlook's YouTube. I'll link it in the description. See what Marcus Twist does in Negative Outlook, and might be a little bit more even than you think. So, just gonna throw that out there.
I've beaten plenty of champions that have been around him.
There you go.
That's I would never count me out. Just like I'm not underestimating him. Maybe there's a good possibility he might be underestimating me. We'll have to see whenever we get there.
Hey, maybe you're in the office and you can make anything happen. So, who knows what'll happen? Is there even an office? I think there is. I heard there was.
I've been told.
I don't know if I want to reveal who's in the office, but I can tell you that it's not me.
Keep it a secret.
Yeah.
Like,
Priority
if
already
we're
said
gonna
too much.
shoot- yeah, if we're gonna shoot about it, I can assure you that it's not me, and I can tell you that Chris Frum is in it. But everyone knows he's the owner, operator, promoter, and
Right.
all things negative outlook.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Be a pedestal with a laptop on for all we know.
Yeah, it really could be. It could be just some AI generated thing in a room somewhere.
From's a hologram. You heard it here first.
It could be. Could be a hologram. It's a ghost of death matches past.
Oh, fuck. Any crazy road stories recently? Anybody? Any crazy stories at all? Wrestling related?
Dee Dee Vice's house is haunted. And I was supposed to stay there like 2 weeks ago, and then once I found out about all the crazy shit that's happening there, I told him fuck no, and then I went back to Pennsylvania.
Oh yeah.
Yep,
Fair.
yep.
It's got a
Because
dark
we just
history.
had there was back-to-back shows at Taylor County Fair,
Hmm.
and Saturday Night Special had a full sweep of the weekend. We won both matches back to back, but that first one, we beat the Feisty Boys. Um, and I was supposed to stay down there to save on gas and time and whatnot, like, for the following day. We got done like super early, and I was thinking about going home. Well, we get back to Dee Dee's house, which is like on the back end of Fairmont. We were talking, conversing, what have you. And I said, yeah, like I'm thinking about staying. I don't know yet, though. It's still pretty early. And then we got down there and crack open a beer, and we start talking, talking with his wife. And then she starts telling me about all these crazy stories. There's a mimic, there's a shadow man, there's all kinds of like weird occurrences and crazy shit that's been happening around the property. And it is back in the woods.
Okay.
It's like in the cut. Makes total sense to me the whole time I'm hearing it. I was like, man, I really don't want to be here anymore. So I'm gonna go home, and I'll swing back down and pick you up for the show tomorrow, and we'll just call it that. And I still don't know if I ever want to be there at nighttime again, but it's a whole experience. Like from the road that gets back to the house to property of the house to the vibe on the inside of the house. Like, I always thought that I was like spooky horror enthusiast type of guy, but like I think he's like really about that life. Like he's like
He's living the
some,
shit.
some weird warlock type mountain man that lives in the woods and worships the spirits. And I whistled for their dog outside by accident.
Oh no.
I was like, oh no. And Dee was like, yep, I'm supposed to do that. And I was like, yeah, don't remind me, I'm leaving. So that was pretty interesting. You want to hear about haunted Appalachia? That's where it is. I think all of it is right there
I was
where
gonna say,
he lives.
I was gonna say I'm just right up the road from him, and I'm about to go camping as soon as we're done with this podcast. So thanks.
Well, go outside, go whistling, see what happens.
Hey, I'll be out there. I'll be out there. There's all kinds of shit going on out there, man. It's crazy.
Yeah, that's why we stay indoors and be at work tonight, so I won't really have to worry about any of it anyway. But it's pretty rough, pretty creepy. Don't like it.
Austin, take me through a show day. Negative Outlook show day. What's Austin do?
Show day. Wow. I wake up. I usually get there, and there's usually Spooky Lou waiting for me. He usually gets there mighty early as well. I go head on inside. I make sure everything's set up, and then usually it's either me or Garrison has a whole host of weapons that we have to put together, and it's usually just a bunch of goodies we get handed, and old Marcus Twist tells us, think of something, I trust you. Usually it goes well. Sometimes he's like, I trusted you too much, but usually. And then after that, it's usually helping, the ring announcer get everybody together, get their information. Usually that. Just running around tying up loose ends until showtime, and then whenever bell hits, I'm in the crowd, keeping everybody back and making sure nobody is too close to the action, but close enough to enjoy it. And also, it's so intimate, it's going to be impossible to get everybody that far away. It's an intimate venue.
That's a good point. Everybody's close up on the action. You're having to tell people to get back. You don't play no games. You'll fucking bark if you got to fucking bark. I love it. But have you ever had any kickback out of all these shows? As a fan, ever been like, nah, fuck you?
No. And I think that's thanks to the venue. I think that a lot of people who go there have a lot of respect for the venue. It is a very historical spot. It's been there hundreds of years. Huge bands have played there back in their like small days. Like people constantly talk about when Red Hot Chili Peppers played there. Like I don't even know when. It was before my time.
Wow.
But no, I think when people get there, both thanks to the staff on 123 Pleasant Street's crew and also our staff at Negative Outlook, I think that people just have a different kind of respect for the venue, and through that, they have a different kind of respect for our performers. Given that, there have been people who have had a little bit too much to drink or something, and they just need to get kindly asked to go home, and that's always usually smooth too. There's never been an issue with that, and like I said, I think it's due to respect that the venue has gained.
It's all good shit, all good vibes, all love. I love it. Gentlemen, we're in the final 10 to 5 minutes of the show. Marcus Twist, sell me on the show. What can we expect? What's your plans? I don't fucking know. Put it all out there. Let me know what's happening.
How to sell the show?
Or it's like we spent a half hour doing that anyway. Say whatever the fuck you want to say. I don't care.
Yeah, I was gonna say. We've been selling.
Yeah, we sold it.
Dude, like I said, it's the best no-ring product on the East Coast, if not in the country. If you don't come, how are you ever going to see it?
Yep.
If you're not paying attention, if you don't look on social media, if you're not watching stuff on YouTube, if you don't look at the stuff we're clipping, if you don't look at my clips from every show, if you're not paying attention, you're going to miss it. Isn't that what Spooky Lou loves to say that?
That was Lawrence. If you don't watch it, you're going to miss it.
We don't want to miss it.
No.
That's just how it's got to be. So you gotta pop in, check it out, man.
Yep.
Big 2-year anniversary. There's guaranteed. There will be blood. There will be violence. There will be wrestling. There will be women in scantily clad, clothing. They'll be clothed though. There's a guarantee that there's going to be 2 really sick bands. Agency is going to be dope. I'm excited for that. You're going to see somebody get tattooed in shame or not in shame. I mean, like win, lose, or draw, honestly, I would wear it as a badge of honor just like anybody else would. I would hope so. That would decide that they wanted to put themselves in a predicament to get tattooed if they lost a match. We got good sponsors for the show. We got Fadeaways. They're the barbershop up here. They cut my hair. We got National Pike Tattoo, which is one of my really, really good friends sponsored this, and he is actually personally coming down to do this tattoo on either me or JJ. Their stuff's on Instagram. It's fucking awesome. Chris is really, really good at what he does. His name is also Chris. That should tell you right there. If you share a name with Chris because his name's Chris Wilson, if you're a Chris, you're going to do shit really good, I feel like.
Okay. Makes sense.
Yeah. So, like, that's almost a guarantee. So I would check out National Pike, check out Fadeaways. Make sure that you go across the street, check out Shiny Dome Records, because, like, they're big supporters. Baldy's the man. It's right there across the street from 123. There's plenty of stuff to go and check out there.
I'm now owed a haircut, a tattoo, and a free record. But go ahead.
Well, we're not doing free anything.
Well, hey, I can always cut their names right out when you said it when I edit this shit too. I want my haircut, I want a tattoo, and I want a record.
Luke can get maybe a 10% discount.
10%.
Podcast get 10% discount. I pay full price at all these places.
I ain't got no goddamn money.
I pay full price at all these places.
If you're hungry,
and I forgot too. Nobody watches this shit anymore anyway, so I can't fucking charge people for plugs. So go ahead.
But people watch.
Yeah.
That's why we're doing it. I'm not doing it for no reason.
He wait and see.
Nobody watched this.
That's IW Guide is sponsoring that match in between some guy named John and Mikey.
Oh, so we're just gonna put other podcasts out there now. We'll kind of push the envelope. Now we'll just fucking fuck Lou's ass. Fuck WrestleRoni.
Leave it.
IW Guide.
Marcus was here on WrestleRoni instead of being on any other podcast promoting. I could shout out a couple other podcasts if you want me to.
What's that one you always watch that you really enjoy with the dog and he's in a house and shit?
With the dog?
Yeah, and the squidbillies and shit.
Oh, that's None of This Matters, I think, and it's got the voice from Master Shake from Aquatine Hunger Force.
He's going down.
MC.
He performed at 123 Pleasant Street just a few days ago. We had MC Chris at the same
That's
venue,
wild.
Negative Outlook.
Yeah, dude, MC Chris is the fucking man. I wish I would have been able to go to that one.
Well,
it was a good one. It was a good one. It was a good show.
I was trying to say, I know your favorite podcast is In the Doghouse with T-Bone Jones, and I know it.
Oh, I know, dude. I only watched him and Justin Case just because they used to say the most outlandish, crazy shit. I do miss that podcast. It's probably the canceled podcast that I miss the most.
The only podcast I have to shout out is one by our announcer, Cody Cannon. He has a podcast, Comics and Chronic. He talks about comic books and
Chronic.
Movies, Chronic, pop culture, things like that. He's a funny guy, so I've never personally listened to it, but you know.
I was gonna say that's like intriguing. Maybe I'll look it up later instead of listening to the episodes that Lou keeps on telling me to listen to.
Hey man, you're missing out. Like, whoo, that last one, people still messaging me wanting to know about this and about that. Like, whoo, if you want to know some dirt.
The Zayden podcast is on my list of things to do, but I also have like lyrics and shit that I need to learn. I'm playing in a punk band again.
Marcus Twist is a lead singer for a punk band now. What's the name of the band?
I don't know.
Marcus Twist and the Twisters.
Well, it'll be something. But I mean, like, I started doing band practices like once a week. But I mean, like, these are literally songs that are over 20 years old, most of them. I mean, like, it's like a super group of Fayette County's punk rock scene just kind of slammed a whole bunch of old songs together, and instead of playing bass, I'm singing. I'm a front man, so that's exciting.
Wow.
But yeah, dude, I got so much shit to do. But yeah, the Zayden Kane podcast has been on my list of things to listen to for a couple of days now.
Highly recommended.
I'm gonna throw it on whenever I'm up here in about 4 hours.
I appreciate you and the 13 cents you're gonna make me. I'm excited.
That 13 cents, that spicy 13 cents, we need it.
Damn right. Damn.
We want it.
And since we were talking about places on Pleasant Street, we forgot to mention up the road, or just right next door to 123 Pleasant Street, is BC Mac. It is a fantastic barbecue place.
I knew that there was a place. See, that's where everyone can go eat for the 30th anniversary, right there.
Yeah, that would be perfect. They would love the business.
It's really good.
Yeah, really it is fantastic. There was a while where I was eating there probably once or twice a week, to the point where I'd come in and they'd sigh heavily, and I'd be like, I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying.
Damn.
Maybe, because I know that I'm going to be in Morgantown awfully early on Saturday, and I know that Friday and Saturday are going to be crazy busy. Maybe I'll go a little early and I'll go get me some barbecue, man.
You should. There you go. It is genuinely very good.
Yeah, absolutely. I love it.
And a free barbecue sandwich now. Remember this face. I'll see you ass Saturday. I want a barbecue sandwich. Hook it up.
10% off for Lou at the barbecue sandwich place.
10% back.
All of those businesses, their hours are available on Facebook or Google. If they are not found on Facebook, they'll be on Google.
It's corporate Austin.
Corporate Austin.
All right, Austin. What's your
all things Pleasant Street?
What's your final words, Austin Boston?
Final words. Not much. I mean, well, I just hope to see everybody there this Saturday. And
so you can yell at them.
Oh yeah. Well, as long as they're good, I just got to warn them a few times.
You step out of line, he'll fuck you up.
We have this Saturday The 26th, that'll be huge. It'll be $20 online. Door price usually goes up. So if I were you, I would definitely get those tickets early. And those can be purchased at 123pleasantstreet.com. You can also find our calendar of all of our events there. We're not just a wrestling venue, we're also a music venue, obviously. We have tons of huge bands coming up. On August 11th, we have the Murder Junkies of Gigi Allen, and the Murder Junkies will be playing the Jasons. Then August 22nd, we will have AJJ, used to be known as Andrew Jackson Jihan, Pacing. That should be a good show. And then September 12th, the Bridge City Sinners will be coming in, which I'm also very excited for. And what I've heard a lot of rumbling about, September 24th, the Melvins will be coming to 123 Pleasant Street.
That's awesome.
That's crazy.
There's
Back
a
in my
lot
day.
to, and we also have, a lot more smaller, intimate things at our next door location, the Co-op, where we have a lot more community-oriented events. Like we have a Sip and Thrift on August 16th. This is a wrestling podcast. There's always a lot of wrestling merch there. Really old, antique, vintage wrestling merch that you can pick up at the Sip and Thrift. So I would definitely recommend. No, Saturday is going to be great. Like I said, get your tickets early. It's going to be fantastic. The wrestling is going to be great. I'm really happy to hear Brandon St. James is coming back around. Marcus Swish, JJ Escobar, going to be fucking crazy. Total fucking chaos, causing fucking chaos. And then our band is BBC, King and Nothing. Very excited for the hardcore.
He's dead.
Yeah, always fantastic. We can be certain to see Necro Nancy, Valhalla, and Shy Flower. And I'm sure it'll bring a lot of those too. It's fucking fun. That's all I got to say.
I dig it. It's happening this Saturday. You better get your ass to Morgantown. We talk about it all the time. 123 Pleasant Street. You know the way. You know how to do it. Get your ass out of the house, man. This is going to be a good one. This is going to be wild as hell. Marcus Twist, you've busted your ass for this. I'm going to be scared and proud of you at the same time. I'm looking forward to it, my man.
Dude, same. We'll see what happens. I've talked my shit. JJ's talked his shit. We'll see what goes down, I suppose. I guess, is this where I do my final words after I almost choked to death on my fucking vape?
Yeah, man. The Lord gave you another chance for a reason,
He gave me another shot.
Yep.
He cleared my lungs. The Lord gives. The Lord takes away. So check out my social medias, I guess. That's Marcus_Twist. It's all lowercase. I am on everything: Threads, X, Instagram, Facebook. I have a YouTube I don't use. You'll find nothing there other than me. That's just my profile and nothing else.
Wow.
That's all. But you will see a lot of my stuff on WrestleRoni.
Now I was gonna say I share mine with you.
Yeah, if you're in the Fayette County, Pennsylvania area, like right outside of Uniontown, between Uniontown and Connellsville, on Friday. That's July 25th. We'll be making our Rise Wrestling debut at Saturday Night Special versus the Runway at the EQT Arena at the Fayette County Fair. I'm gonna bump that one because I think we're gonna be hanging out at Rise for hopefully months and months and years to come. That would be a nice place because it's 10 minutes away from my house.
There you go.
So everybody go and bomb their shit and tell them how great I am and how much you like me and Dee Dee. So they keep bringing us back. I'm sure they will, though. Saturday, man, 123 Pleasant Street. It is the main event of the summer. I'm already calling it that.
Easily.
It's the ace of Negative Outlook, Marcus Twist versus JJ Escobar, the king of the underground. Let's fucking get after it, guys.
This is our biggest show since our first one. Honestly.
Yeah. This show is insane. Out the wazoo. Guaranteed to entertain if you miss this one, you might as well never ever go to another one because I fucking hate you.
Yeah, and
from
go
now on.
fuck yourself.
No, I'm just kidding.
It's not true.
Clear the schedule, man. If you got shit to do over the
nice.
weekend, move it to Sunday or Monday because it's gonna be worth it. Like if you got to cut the grass,
Yeah.
should decide.
There's been a lot of
Oh.
folks bringing in names here and there, but JJ Escobar and Marcus Twist, yeah, main event of the summer, like y'all said. You ain't touching it.
No, it's absolutely. I don't think there's not one main event in at least the tri-state area that happened. I would call it the main event of the year. Honestly, I can't think of one thing that's happened, Pennsylvania, West Virginia, or Ohio, that has been this big this entire time.
No doubt.
If you're missing this, then I guess you're just not a fan of wrestling, or me, or you don't like the podcast, don't like 1, 2, 3. Maybe you don't like a lot of things. Maybe you shouldn't go if you don't like all those things. But if you do like it, and you do like supporting, and you do like indie wrestling, especially if you like hardcore and deathmatch, you like POR, you pay attention to that shit on IWTV, maybe you should come to this show, because this is probably the closest JJ Escobar is going to get to you in a very long time.
Maybe he'll light you on fire when he's on fire. You never know.
I do know. I'm not going to let this fucking light me on fire. I don't think so.
I'd keep that from happening.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
doubt there's going to be fire at this show, folks. Spooky Lou's not saying there's going to be fucking fire. Going to have to throw his ass outside or something.
And we will have backup.
There's a bridge right up the way. You could light him on fire and throw him off the bridge in the river, and everybody's happy.
That river was very, very far away from that bridge.
It's J.J. Allen. Escobar.
He can light himself on fire in someone else's place.
All right, fair enough. I got to go camping anyway, gentlemen. I love you both. I'll see you Saturday. To the viewers, this is why we do it. Great people doing great things, living their dreams, and kicking ass along the way. Treat each other with kindness and respect. Go out there and live your dreams. Get your ass down to Morgantown Saturday and support independent everything. Independent burlesque, independent music, independent wrestling, independent ass kickings. I'll see you there. Spooky Lou loves you. I'm going camping. Fuck off.